Okay, round number 1. We have won the die roll, and we will be taking a look at our opener, and we're going to keep this one. This looks sweet. We get to run Guildmage out there, although he doesn't do a ton right off the bat. Slitherhead, sure. Don't really care about Slitherhead that much. He's just going to ship the turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to play my land first. This way I can activate this guy if I really want, but I'm just going to... Am I going to attack here? Yeah, of course I am. Electricity doesn't get us. There's just really nothing. There's nothing in this set, I don't think, that actually prevents a profitable attack there. And, you know, if he Dyna charges his guy, we're fine with that. He's going to bash in there with his Slitherhead, and what's his follow-up play? Just nothing. All right, well, he's going to let us untap here, so I guess we're just going to battle. You know, he might have like a Annihilating Fire for our Karazda Guildmage, but it doesn't look like he even has that. Yeah, let's just keep developing our board, I suppose. All right, he had an Augur spree, but he decided to take a bunch of damage first, and he killed our Scavenge guy, so that's not really the worst case scenario, especially because we're under just like absolutely zero pressure. Well, never mind that whole under absolutely zero pressure thing. Alright, so what is our plan to actually beat this man? He's got a Rakdos Lord of Riots in play now. We have to figure out a way to try to beat it. If we get up to 6 mana, we could pump and then stab wound, but that's just a long, long way off here. I think I probably attack with this. Yeah, I think I attack with this guy because what I assume is going to happen here is that he's not going to block. If he does block, well, that's kind of tough luck for us. All right, he didn't block, but mainly because we can represent giant growth or whatever pretty easily here, and he doesn't want to lose his Rakdos. And the other reason why I want to attack here is because I assume he's going to attack with this and then dump his hand, and he's going to have stuff that can get in the way of this most likely. So he doesn't mind taking the 3 damage here. So the question becomes, what do we want to do with our mana? It kind of depends on what he does. We can also throw Stab Wound on here and slow the bleeding like pretty significantly. Otherwise, we're just developing our board with the Sluiceway Scorpion. I think I prefer, though, to Stab Wound Rakdos here. That's going to slow down his clock a lot, and it's going to speed up our clock a lot. And, you know, Stab Wounds, he can't get rid of it with these. He has to sacrifice this or something. And if he does that, I think we're pretty happy with that, too. Also, this you know, if his plan is to attack us and dump his hand, then he's gonna need to he has to attack, and that means he can't block with these guys. So depending on what he drops, we might be able to get some damage through anyway. So all of his creatures cost 4 less now. So hopefully he has some that cost like double mana symbols, because that's kind of crimps that idea. Yeah, there's one right there, and this one is going to be not leashed. Oh, he did unleash it. Wow, this guy's very aggressive. And okay, because he's got a chump blocker, I suppose. I think I will allow him to chump block here, because what I can do is I can block on the ground like very easily here. I can make 4 1/1s whenever I want. If I attack with both and he goes for double blocks here, then I can pump it and save it, and then I take 10. Ugh, then I'm like almost dead. If I hit him, I hit him for 5. He can go to 1 off of Stab Wound if I actually get in there. Yeah, I think I can just attack here. It's sad. and just ship the turn back here. All right, so he's going to go to 6. We are going to get 4 1/1s this turn and probably just block here. Sure. We can take 6 here. All right, he's going to leave Rakdos back this time, which is interesting. Land? All right. So we can pump twice, and I think he's just dead here. I can pump this and then pump this. And then he can't block either of them. So he's got to have something here. I'm doing this first because I want to see if he kills one or whatever. I don't want to get into attacks before I know. I'm just going to attack with these two because if I attack with these two as well, he blocks here and I get in for 1 damage. But, you know, his life total is divisible by 2 right now. And I really just want to get these 2 guys in and then kill him. Also want to have these back to block this thing. All right, so he launched. Okay, that's fair. He launched Rakdos, but I still get to get in for 2 damage here, and I still have lethal next turn. Although I am going to have to block, so it could get interesting depending on what he plays post-combat here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to chump block this guy, and then I have lethal because this thing can't block if I give them Intimidate. But I don't want to go down to 2 life here and die to Annihilating Fire or whatever. All right, he's got another Spawn of Rixmati, and that should be the game. Yeah, because even if he has Electrickery, I can just activate it again. No, actually not, because this is black and this is as well. So that is... Oh, yeah, but I drew Savage Surge, so we're good here. Right, so I pump this. That makes it makes it have Intimidate and makes it a 2/2, and then I make it a 4/4 and kill him. Yeah, all right. All right, just able to get enough damage through there. Let's see what kind of things do we want against a deck like his. Well, the Centaur Healers sure would be nice. Trestle Trolls seem reasonable as well, although the creatures he's casting are just huge. At least some of them were. I'm going to take out the Gerard's Orders, I believe, for a Trestle Troll here, and I think that'll be good. I really don't feel comfortable with Gerard's Orders versus a really aggressive deck. I just don't think that we're going to have enough time to resolve it. This seems like a fine opener. He's going to lead with a Blister Coil Weird again, or what do you got? Yeah, he's got a Blister Coil Weird, a card we just don't really care about that much. I mean, I'll even just trade it off for the Brush Strider or whatever. Yeah, we're in a really good position here. I'm going to trade this And then we get to play Dead Revelers with no Unleash. Actually, you know what? I am just going to Unleash the thing. He's got a friggin' 1/1. Who cares? Yeah. Well, that changes things a bit now, doesn't it? Oh, jeez. All right. This still actually favors us, though, because I don't think he actually has the ability to give it flying, or at least I know he doesn't currently on board. And so this Looseway Scorpion should hold down the fort quite nicely. Unfortunately, Ultimate Price doesn't hit the Blister Coil weird. So if he finds a way to get this out of the way, then we're in big trouble. And he did not. Unfortunately, this thing can still block. Yeah, and given that, I think we just... I mean, I could 2 for 3 him there, but like I think this is just better. Sure. Sure. And we're just going to windmill this thing. Next turn we can cast 2 spells, and we're still looking in fine shape here. We're going to take a little bit of damage from the Dead Revelers, but whatever. This guy will block it next turn anyway. All right, in they come. He's attacking us for 9 right now. He's got 1 card left in his hand. Yeah, I think I am just going to block here. If I draw a land, I can Towering Indrik and put the Scorpion on it as well. Like, I've got a lot of options here. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I've got Ultimate Price available. I've got Towering Indrik. I can go Tower Indrik. Stab Wound, I can't do that. I can do Stab Wound and Stonefair Crocodile. I can do Stonefair Crocodile and just ship the turn back. Can leave up Ultimate Price for this guy. I can do Stonefair Crocodile and throw the Sluiceway Scorpion on it. That makes it a 5/4. That seems really good because that blocks this thing. He does attack, though, then with this guy. And I can trade it. Yeah, that seems okay. I'd rather try to get a hit in with it, to be honest, but this will be fine. I don't want to take 5 and get into Annihilating Fire range necessarily, but it might be a risk that we need to take. I could also have put the counters on this guy and just got huge, but he is at 17, so I think we need to just play a little bit longer of a game here. Slitherhead, sure. Oh, he's got another one. He's got a launch party. All right, so we are dead here. 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, you got it, man. I'm not too worried though. I feel like our deck is pretty well set up to beat his. What was bad in that matchup? Not much. I guess me unleashing this thing made it so that I couldn't chump block once, but not worried about that either. This seems fine. These guys are a little clunky, but I think I like our matchup quite a bit here. Not that, though. This looks okay. This isn't great, but it's okay. We need to hit a land, and we have a couple of spells we can play. If we happen to hit green, we can salvage, too. So it's not great, but it's okay. Okay. Moving right along. He has absolutely nothing going on right now. Yeah, I think I am going to try to put the heat back on him. His deck looks really bad on defense. Perhaps a bit aggressive by me, but I don't mind. I mean, he's made a 1/1 so far. Like, why wouldn't I make a 3/4 and start beating him down? You got it. All right, he's got a dagger drone imp here, so let's fight. For starters. And I think I'm just going to pass a turn here. I'm going to Grizzly Salvage on his end step, but I can also launch party if I have to, which I don't have to at the moment. He's got a Perilous Shadow. All right. All right, so we hit a Sluiceway Scorpion and a Karazda Monitor into our yard. Although I think I actually just want the Sluiceway Scorpion on the battlefield, so I'm going to take it. We do have the Monitor sitting back there for later as well, which is nice. I'll just make a Scorpion for now. All right, he annihilated it, which is pretty good. So we're going to take 4 here. I'm going to make a Locust. Beat him down. Next turn we can Stab Wound and we can yeah, actually we can't do both, but we remember in our yard we have the Karazda Monitor sitting there, so at some point we can do that. He can hit us for 6 right here. Yeah, that's fine. If that's what he needs to do with this whole turn, that's fine with me. Because we can launch party it next turn if he wants to do the same. Ooh, Dragmangler. I really do want to keep launch party up here, I think. Which is super awkward because I could go Dragmangler and Stab Wound here if I wanted. If I do Dragmangler and I play it, then we attack for 6, 7, 8, 9 this turn. And then I Stab Wound this thing, and then he can hit us for 4, 5, 6 and just kill us, so that doesn't work. Yeah, I think I am just going to attack with this. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with this for now. And just pass the turn back. If he attacks with everything, then we can block here and then get him. That's exactly what he's going to do. All right, so he's going to stop there, which means he probably does have the Annihilating Fire. So we're going to blow that thing up. Still have our block in on the Dagger Drone Imp, so hopefully that survives. Yeah, he's got an Augur Spree, but we already got the block in, so overall we came out pretty far ahead that turn. And we see a Rubbleback Rhino, so I think I'm just going to Stab Wound this and play a Mangler in battle. We can only go down to 4 here, and we can potentially kill him next turn depending on what happens here. If he's got Explosive Impact, we're dead anyway. He's got a Grim Roustabout. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's see what we want to do with our mana. We've got 7 mana, so we can do a few different things here. None of them particularly great, to be honest, and we can flash this thing back on this and attack, but all it does is just make him regenerate, so that isn't really worth it. I think I like just building out our board here and playing a Rubbleback Rhino. It's tough for him to deal with, and we're going to be able to block profitably here, so we'll do that. Can also enable our attacks next turn. We do have to attack with both if we want to attack, which is going to put us into Annihilating Fire range, which is kind of what I think he might have. But at the same time, we are going to have to start attacking him again at some point. I can't just wait for him to draw an Explosive Impact. Yep, you bet you can. Get in there. So if I flash back the Monitor here and throw it on, say, the Rubbleback Rhino and just ship the turn back, that's okay. And then the next turn, I put the Locust onto here, and then I can attack. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. Need a way to get through some damage here. Ooh, that's a good way to do it. That is actually an excellent way to do it, because that actually just kills him. Oh no, it doesn't just kill him, but it does make him block. I guess I didn't need to do both of those. But he does get one block, and then he's dead the next turn, so that's nice. So this makes him come up with the burn spell like right now. We're obviously blocking if he attacks. I forgot that this thing was half green, but I would, if I remembered, I would have just attacked with it. He would have blocked, and then I could have saved my mana, which is something relevant. Ah, and he's a charming gentleman, I see. He says that I will enjoy my second round loss. Well, I might lose in the second round, but I probably won't enjoy it. All right, we'll see you guys in the next round.